Hey guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware, and we are back on our regularly scheduled project. We are playing a dead ball doubleheader this evening, and we are wrapping up the season. This is the final week of the 20-game schedule for each team. 4 teams will have only 2 doubleheaders to play this week, and 2 teams will have 3 doubleheaders, 6 games to go. Quick little cap up on the season here. Philadelphia is on top, 12-4. Pittsburgh is second at 8-6. Philadelphia's only got 4 games to go, so the worst they're going to do is 12-8, which means Pittsburgh's got to win 5 in order to take over first, 5 of their final 6 games. Otherwise, it goes to head-to-head. Detroit is 2 games behind Pittsburgh, and at 8-8, they win 5 games. And of course, with Pittsburgh and Detroit winning 5 games, well, Detroit can't. Detroit is best they can do is tie if Philadelphia loses out. In all likelihood, that's not going to happen. Cubbies are out of first. Cubbies are 3 games out for second. So they got to win 4, and Pittsburgh's got to lose 4 because they both have 6 games to go. Max, good evening. Glad you could make it. Got a little dead ball baseball getting ready to go. Just running down how it is in the league with 1 more week to go. So it is the 06 Cubbies, the 09 Tigers. Cubs are 5-9. Tigers are 8-8. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Cubbies batting first. Ed Summers is on the hill to face the Cubs for the Tigers, and Jack Pfister will be starting for the Cubs. Johnny Evers leading off, 5-7. That's going to be a ground to second X, which will be, I don't have that out. I need to find that so I can use it. Where did I put it? Where did I put my basic fielding chart? Technical difficulty. Dum is not ready. Where on earth did I put my basic fielding chart? I had it in New York. Is it here underneath the boxes? Pardon. Yes, it is. Found it. All right. Sorry about that. One minor detail. Max, I'm doing well. How about you, man? Everything is good here. Monday went well at work, and things are going good. How about you? Second base, X. Delahanty's a 2, rolled a 15, and that is an error, which means Evers gets on. E4. Error by Delahanty, and Chicago starts off on base. Frank Chance, good to hear, Max. Good to hear. Frank Chance, first baseman, 2-6, single. Evers is going for third and making it. Men at the corners, Cubs might be able to get a couple of wins here tonight. They keep this up. Harry Steinfeld, Summers. 1-2, pops it up behind first. Brings us to right fielder, Frank Schulte. Wildfire, 5-7, grounder to second again. Delahanty's a 2 with a 19. That is an out, but that is going to score Evers. No, 1. Yeah, runners advance a base. Sure is. 4-3. Doesn't get chance going to second. Evers scores. 2 outs. 1 across for the Cubs. Jimmy Sheckard, 3-5. Misses that skinny little homer split, but that's a base clearing double. Another run across the plate for the Cubs. 2-0 early. Cubs are tired of being 5-9 and way sub 500. Johnny Kling, 4-6, fly ball to center. That is out number 3. Cubs score 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Donnie Bush, shortstop, leading off for the Tigers. 6-8 off Pfister's card is a leadoff walk. Kling's going to put the hold on Bush, drops him to a 1-13. He's going for it. He's making it. Stolen base past the hold. Wahoo Sam at the plate. Swinging on Pfister's pitch. 4-3 grounder to first. Chances of 1 with a 16. And that is going to be runners hold, I believe. Nope, other runners advance a base. So that will be, and that was 4-3. Over there, sorry, first base. 3, we'll call that a 3-4, 1 away. Donnie Bush at third. Ty Cobb, 1-9, single, drives him in. Tigers score 1. They're going to put the hold on Cobb, and he's going to steal, and he's going to make it. Now they're going to put the hold on him again. I need to get my regular X chart up. So that's going to take him down to a 1-7. Not going to worry about it. Moriarty at the plate. 1 out, 2-7. Pops out the third. That'll be 2 away. Tom Jones. 1-9 grounder to short. Ends the inning. Tigers answer with a run, 2-1. We go to the top of the second. Jimmy Schlegel, center fielder, 7th in the order against Ed Summers. 2-4 grounder back to the box. Summers over to Jones. That is 1 away. Joey Tinker, shortstop, 8th in the order, 4-8. And that will be a single off Summers' card. Brings us to Jack Pfister, 1 out. He's going to lay down the bunt. 5. And that is a 1-4 sacrifice. Worked perfectly. Tinker gets to second. 2 outs. Brings us back to the top of the order. The Crab, Johnny Evers. 3-6. Skinny single split. Almost got it. Instead, he lines to second. Jim Delahanty, glove all over it. Ends the inning. 2-1. We go to the bottom of the second. Oscar Stanage, catcher, at the plate. 6th in the order for the Tigers. Jack Pfister's pitch. Grounder to third. Steinfeld to chance. 1 away. Matty McIntyre, left fielder, up for the Tigers. 6-8 on Jack Pfister's pitching card will be a walk. So Matty McIntyre is on base, a B stealer, not a real threat. Jim Delahanty, a 232 batter. I'm going to do the hit and run. 9. Don't think it worked. Batter misses pitch. Rolled a 9. So McIntyre is going to be safe at second on the stolen base. Jim Delahanty takes Pfister's pitch. No hit and run. It is off, but he goes down swinging. 2 away. Man on second. I didn't get the pitcher's card for Ed Summers because Ed Summers is at the plate. You can't skip the pitcher, not with 2 outs. That's who you always want up when there's 2 outs. The pitcher, Ed Summers, facing Jack Pfister. 4-2 grounder to first. Unassisted, Frank Chance trots that over. No runs scored in the second by either team. We get top of the third, 2-1 Cubs. Frank Chance, first baseman, 2nd in the order, 3-8, and leads off with a single. Stanage put the hold on him. It only takes him 1-15. He's going to second, and he's making it. Stolen base, Frank Chance. Harry Steinfeld at the plate. 327 is swinging. 3-4. Catches the high on the split home run. Harry Steinfeld. Cubbies are up 4-1. Not too many home runs and dead ball, but every once in a while that bat just clicks. Cubs are up in a hurry early. Frank Schulte, Wildfire Schulte, none out, top of the third, 5-10 off Summers' card. Another home run chance, but didn't happen. He did end up with a double low on the split. No outs, man on second. Ed Summers is in trouble. 6-8 pops up to first. Tom Jones gets underneath that. Ken Castro, how's it going? Saw the picture of the 17 Dodgers and Astros. Al, Red Sox fan, welcome to the channel. Kenny, hope you enjoyed the cards. If you played them yet, I want to hear about it. If not, I want to hear why. No. It warmed my heart to see you got him, man. It was awesome. Thanks for sharing that picture. Johnny Kling, one away. 4-1 Cubs, top of the third. Homer by Harry Steinfeld a couple of at-bats ago. Grounder to third, Johnny Kling. Runner will hold. That being Wildfire Schulte at second. Jimmy Slagle. Awesome, Al. Just purchased Strat new version for PC. Fantastic. 4-9 fly ball to left, and that is going to be 3 outs for the Cubs, but they do score 2 more here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Donnie Bush. Shortstop, back to the top of the order. 3-4 fly ball to right. That is 1 away. Wahoo Sam. 3-4, grounder back to the box. That is 2 out for the Tigers. Ty Cobb. 2-1 in the fourth with Kershaw versus Keuchel. Keep it rolling. 2-6, Ty Cobb flies out to right. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. 4-1 Cubs to go to the top of the fourth. And put the right cards on top because Joe Tinker is the leadoff batter in this inning. 6-6 on Summers' card as a pop out to third. 1 away. You are welcome, Ken. You won it. You wanted Mike McAllister to have it, and you asked for only 2 teams, and that was the least I could do for such a generous gesture. So, yeah, it's all you, man. I'm glad you got him. 3-9 grounder to third. That is going to be 2 away for the Cubs. Ken Castro won the Strat Delaware channel giveaway for opening day, $50 of strat-o-matic merchandise. He said, give it to Mike McAllister. Those of you who have been around the chats for a while know that Mike has had a rough time of it this year. And Ken said, just send me the 17 Dodgers and Astros, and I'll be happy as well. So I was more than happy to do that for him. Johnny Evers extends his inning with a single. Frank Chance behind him. 6-6 pops up to third. And that's going to be no runs plated. 1 man left on base for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the fourth. George Moriarty. Yep, everything releases on Tuesday, Al. But that's all right. Won't have to wait long, man. Will not have to wait long. George Moriarty. 4-8 strikeout. Jack Fister. 1 run given up so far. Tom Jones. 2-3 draws a walk. So that's a man on. Oscar Stanage, catcher. 262 batter. He's going to lay down the bunt and make it work. 5-4 on the sacrifice. Tom Jones at second, 2 outs. Matty McIntyre, left fielder. 6-5 off Fister's card, and that's going to be a double. Base clearing RBI double. Tigers get a run back. Tom Jones scores. Matty McIntyre with the ribby. Jim Delahanty, second baseman. 8th in the order. 6-6 off Fister's card is a single. McIntyre moves to third. 2 outs. He's now a 117. Heading home. Gets it. Tigers with 2 across the plate in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. Doubleheader on first brings up Ed Summers to face Jack Pfister. 3-7 hard grounder hit to second. That's going to end the inning, but the Tigers get a little closer. Don't be shy. That was Arid Solid Extra Dry, I believe, back in the 70s, maybe the early 80s. Used to pay attention to musical stuff like that. Harry Steinfeld, third baseman. Yeah, that was our commercial break. 1-9, grounder to third. That is 1 away. 4-7, Frank Schulte off Summers. Card is going to be a strikeout. That's 2 outs. Brings us to Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, 5th in the order. 1-4, pops it up behind second base. Easy play for Doubleheader. He gets underneath it. Slaps his mitt. Ball falls into the glove. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We are going to pause for an advertisement. Strat-o-matic, the company that makes this wonderful game and other sports as well, both tabletop cards and dice and PC for football, basketball, hockey, and baseball. Check them out, www.strat-o-matic.com, for games and in-print card sets. Here we go to the bottom of the 5th. Donnie Bush leading off against Pfister. 5-6 on Pfister's card, and Bush, leadoff batter, lead off in the inning, strikes out. Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder. 5-2 grounder to short. That's going to be Tinker, is a 2 with an 11, and that's going to be scooped up over to Chance, out number 2. Ty Cobb, right fielder. 2-9 single, gets on base. Ty Cobb held 113, and he gets thrown out this time. That's 3. Daggone it, Ty Cobb and his pride ran the Tigers out of the inning. Thought they were going to have the steal. Cobb is fuming. Johnny Kling, here we go. Top of the 6th. 1-3. Pop out to short. Possible injury. It's a 3. He'll stay in the game. Walks it off, going back to the dugout. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder, 7th in the order. 6-2 on Ed Summers' card. Ed Summers still on the hill for the Tigers. 6-2 is a grounder back to the box. Scoops it up over to Tom Jones for out number 2. Seems to have settled down after a hot 1st and 3rd inning for the Cubs. Ed Summers has. Joe Tinker, 4-8, but we speak a little too soon. Tinker extends the inning with a single, his second base hit of the game. Brings up Jack Pfister. 3-5, grounder to short. Oh, that is 6-4. Yeah, Bush flips it over to Doubleheader. Ends the inning. No runs scored. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. George Moriarty leading off, 3rd baseman for the Tigers. Your score 4-3, Chicago Cubs. Pfister still on the hill for the Cubs. 2-7, pops it up behind 3rd. 1 away. Tom Jones, first baseman, 5th in the order, facing Jack Pfister. The pitch, 5-8 strikeout. Pfister's 4th of the game. Oscar Stanage, catcher, facing Jack Pfister. The pitch, 5-9. Shortstop X. Tinker is a 2 with a 19, and he makes the throw to first to Frank Chance. Pulls Chance off the bag, charging a throwing error to Tinker. Stanage is on, 2 outs, inning extended. No earned runs can be scored at this point. Matty McIntyre, 3-7, and lines hard to second. Evers, like he had ESP, knew exactly where to be. Glove where the ball was screaming for right center. That's going to be, did I grab, why did I do that? Really, why do I do that? I'm not paying attention. Bob Borwick, welcome to the chat. Glad you could make it. I'm going to have to play a Cardinals game sometime for you, good sir. Let us see. Johnny Evers leading off, top of the 7th inning. Your score is 1906 Chicago Cubs 4, 09 Detroit 3. Here in dead ball, first game of the doubleheader. Evers leading off against Summers. 6-6, and that will be a pop-up behind third. 1 away on the Cubs. Frank Chance, first baseman, comes to the plate. 4-7 strikeout, swinging at the knee cheese. Ed Summers still got some stuff on the hill there here in the 7th. Harry Steinfeld, 1-6, grounds out to third. Yeah, Moriarty over to Jones. Ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. Well, Bob, I'm happy you're here. I really am, because that means you like baseball, you like cards and dice and tabletop baseball, and I like making videos for you. Any other guys I'm vaguely fond of. Jim Delahanty, 2-12 strikeout. Second time he's fallen victim to Jack Pfister. There we go. Ed Summers staying in the game. He's not being pulled yet. 3-9. Da-dee-da. Grounder to third. That is 2 away. Yeah, Max. Vaguely fond. Donnie Bush, 2-5. Fly ball to left. That's going to end the inning for the Tigers. We go to the top of the 8th. Cubs with the slimmest of margins. 4-3. Well, there is that, Al. So you got to find the silver lining behind every cloud. Of course, that means I'm kind of attached to you, so you're kind of stuck with me. So look at it that way. Frank Schulte, right fielder, 6-3, fly to left. That's going to be McIntyre as a 2 with a 16. Matty McIntyre gets underneath it, smacks his mitt, makes the catch. That is 1 away for the Cubs. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, 6-6, and pops it up to third. Summers has been jamming these guys like crazy, and George Moriarty's been getting a lot of pop-ups in this game. 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5 so far. I mean, Summers is jamming these guys. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead, Captain Whiteout. Private Potty Mouth says hi, everybody. Yeah, Ron and I talked it over. I mean, he's going to be on the channel occasionally, but Ron is now the new co-host. My brother Ron is now the new co-host of Strat-o-matic Delaware. So you guys can look forward for more from him in the not-too-distant future. 2 outs, Kling, ground ball, second base, X. Jim Delahanty, a 2 with a 16, and he boots it. Error number 2, E4. This could be the anti-player of the game. Oh, my goodness. Jimmy Schlegel. 1-6 single. Inning extended. Kling holds at second. Joe Tinker, 3-11. Misses the double split, but a 2-star single, RBI single. That'll knock Schlegel around to third. Kling is going to score. Inning extended by Delahanty's second error. Cubbies score a run, 5-3. Jack Pfister at the plate facing Summers. 6-3 fly to left. McIntyre's at 2 with a 19. Makes the catch. Ends the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, it was kind of epic. It really was. Oh man, it was an epic weekend. It just opening day with my baby brother, and then you guys having to hear a 12 and a 10-year-old argue over a baseball game. It's about what it amounted to. All right, top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th. Wahoo, Sam Crawford. Tigers need to get something going here. 310 pops it up to second. Easy play over there for Johnny Evers. Ty Cobb. 2-2 grounder to third. That is 2 away. George Moriarty, third baseman. Going through the heart of their order. Fly ball to right and nothing to show for it. We're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. Cubs with a lead. Ed Summers is coming out of the game. And Wild Bill Donovan is going to come in his place. So Summers went 8. Donovan is coming in. Facing top of the order, Johnny Evers. Oh, which game was it, Ken? I don't remember. I don't remember. 3-3. I'll have to find out which game it was. Ground ball, first base, Johnny Evers. Call that a 3-4 for out number 1. Frank Chance, first baseman. 3-12, hard grounder hit to third. That is 2 away. Harry Steinfeld homered earlier in the game. Third baseman facing Wild Bill Donovan. 4-5 off Donovan's card, and Steinfeld patiently waits on a 3-1 pitch. Didn't get the corner. Ball 4, takes a walk. Frank Schulte. 2-3, hard grounder hit to first. That is going to be he's a 16 runner. We'll call that a 3-1, but the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, Captain Whiteout right here, baby. My implement of destruction. I really need to doctor that thing up too. Hey, you guys, look who's here at the game. It's Marvin the Zamboni guy. Say hi to Marvin, everybody. Hey, Marvin, get off the field. You're drunk. Okay. Wrong sport. Go back up north, eh? Bottom of the 9th. Tigers have got to make this work. There you go. Exactly. I'm going to read this whole exchange here in a minute because it's definitely appropriate. Jack Pfister going the distance, strikes out Jones. 3-9, strikes out Oscar Stanage. 2 Ks, bottom of the 9th. Down to Matty McIntyre. 6-6 single. Score is... we didn't make a run. Now here, watch this. This is what happens when I'm not paying attention and I have to make a correction because there was a run in the top of the 7th. See? Captain Whiteout. Your score is 5-3. McIntyre with 2 outs, bottom of the 9th on first. Tie run at the plate, and Jim Delahanty, he's got to keep it alive. 2:32. Do the Tigers want to bring anybody in? To bat. They're going to bring Davy Jones in to pinch hit. They can't let this one go. So Delahanty is done. Jones, D. Pinch hit 16B. Running, stealing, respectively. Pitch. Jack Pfister looks in, gets the sign from Johnny Kling, likes what he sees, looks over to first to freeze McIntyre. There we go, the wind up the pitch, 4-7, and he catches Jones on strikes. That is the game. 3 Ks in the bottom of the ninth. Jack Pfister, complete game win. Your final score, Chicago Cubs in game 1, Chicago Cubs 5, Detroit Tigers 3. 2 errors by the Tigers, 1 by the Cubs. Let's get the Cub batting, which will give us the Tiger pitching. Let us see. Ah-dee-da-dee-da. We have Johnny Evers. He is 1 for 5. Run scored. We have Frank Chance, 2 for 5. 2 runs, stolen base, and a strikeout. Harry Steinfeld is 1 for 4. Run scored, 2 batted in, home run, and a walk. Frank Schulte is 1 of 5. RBI, double, strikeout. Jimmy Sheckard is 1 of 4. RBI, double. Johnny Kling is 0 for 4, reached on the error and scored a run, but it was an insurance run. Jimmy Slagle, 1 of 4, and I want you guys to vote for player of the game. That's what we do at Dead Ball and anything I'm live streaming. 3 of 4 for Joey Tinker, run batted in. Jack Pfister is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice hit. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 hits for the Cubs. Donovan worked an inning, gave up a walk, and nothing else. So that means 10 hits for, put that up here where you can see it, 10 hits for Ed Summers. Gave up 5 runs, all earned. Nope, not all earned. Error. More whiteout from the captain. Only 3 earned runs. One walk. Nope. That one team walk was Donovan's. He struck out 2 batters. Gave up 1 home run. So Summers, not a horrible outing. 10 hits allowed, 2 strikeouts, but a home run can put a damper on things. All right, let us see. Tigers batting. Jack Pfister, MVP. We've got a vote from Ken Castro, and complete game win is kind of hard to beat in dead ball. And no one really took it up here. I think we're just going to do that, yeah, because the pitchers get player of the game a lot in the dead ball league. Jack Pfister. All right, let's go here. Tiger batting. Donnie Bush is 0 for 3. Run scored, stolen base, walk. Sam Crawford, Wahoo Sam, 0 for 4. Ty Cobb, 2 for 4. Run batted in, stolen base, caught stealing. George Moriarty, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Tom Jones, 0 for 3. A run scored, strikeout, walk. Oscar Stanage is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice hit and a strikeout. Matty McIntyre is 2 of 3. Run scored, run batted in, double, stolen base, and a walk. Jim Delahanty, 1 of 3 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. Davy Jones, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ed Summers, 0 for 3. Tigers had 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So Pfister with a 5-hit, 3-run game. Walked 1, 2, 3. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No homers given. Yeah, Jack Pfister, definitely player of the game. Yep, absolutely. Al's in there, Ken's in there on it, others perhaps, but yes, definitely. Jack Pfister. So before it gets lost up here in this chat, I want to read this whiteout part of the conversation. So that way those who may not have been coming to the chat too often, Okay, let us see. Boom, boom. Ken Castro. Bob, let me tell you about the great whiteout on this fine channel. Our Red Sox fan is laughing at me. We're still getting over last weekend with you two, LOL. That's when I said that Ron was the new co-host. So, Bob, Al, what happened in the Cards game yesterday? Okay, you killed that bottle of whiskey finally. Bob, Ken, do tell about the whiteout. Ken Castro. Well, there was a stretch, as in almost every game, where Chris was mistake prone and made the call for the now famous whiteout pen. And Jerry and Al kind of jumped on him. Yeah, so did you. Thus the running joke. Bob, well, when you make mistakes, you deserve to be called out. LOL. Okay, now I'm only vaguely fond of you, Bob. Oh, man. No, I'll tell you what. So much shenanigans goes on with the games on this channel. It doesn't bother me a bit. It's part of the flavor. I absolutely love it. I enjoy it when you guys jump on my case about stupid crap. All right. We're getting ready to go game 2 here. So Chicago with the win. They are 6-9. Detroit drops to 8-9. Remember, the Pirates are 8-6. The Athletics, the 1911 Athletics, are way out front at 12-4. So with 5 games to go, yeah, Chicago has no chance of catching up to first. Detroit, slimmest of chances. Philadelphia is going to have to fall on their proverbial keisters in order for that to happen. So let's get these guys situated. Delahanty goes right there's. Pitching cards are out. Oh, let's get you back around to the top of the order. Wild Bill Donovan for the Tigers. Okay, going on the hill for the Tigers in this second game is going to be George Mullen. And for the Cubs, Mordecai, 3-Finger Brown, a formidable pitcher for these Tigers to be facing. We shall see what happens. Both are 3 batters. So there's a 3 card. Up 4. There's a 3 card. Doom. All righty. So let's insert these to the bottoms of the lineups, and we will get cracking on game number 2 here. See if we can't blast through it. Oh. All right. Top of the first inning. Make sure we can see everything nice and good. I believe we can. So that is lined up just about perfectly. All righty. Johnny Evers leading off against George Mullen on the hill for the Tigers. Here we go. 2, 3. Pops up to first. That is 1 away. Frank Chance, first baseman, facing George Mullen. 3-8 gets on with a single. Frank Chance is going to be held by Stanage. Takes him to a 1-15 safe. He's thrown out by Oscar Stanage. Ah, goodness. Cubs going to run themselves out of the game here. Harry Steinfeld. Going to take a chance like that. They need to convert a little more. Grounder to second is going to end the inning in less than spectacular fashion. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. I do up Donnie Bush, Wahoo Sam Crawford, and Ty Cobb, the Georgia Peach. Bush against 3-Finger Brown. 1-9 flies out to center. That's 1 away. Wahoo Sam Crawford. 6-7 off Brown's card. Grounder short X. Daggone. Mistake I made even before I started the first game. Tinker's a shortstop. 2-11. Yeah, see what I mean? There it is. Tinker with the relay over to Chance. That is going to be out number 2. Brings us to Ty Cobb. 112 grounder to third. Ends the inning plus injury. And Cobb is going to be out for the rest of the game. Oh, goodness. Ty Cobb is out. Looks like Davy Jones is going to come in to replace him. Let's get his stats written in here. J, bottom 1. Jones, right field. He is a 2-16B. Look at that. Ty Cobb is out of the game. I think he stepped on his other foot with his 3-inch long spikes. George Mullen facing Wildfire Frank Schulte, 4-8, and that's going to be low on the split. Hard liner hit to first, 1 away. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder, 4-5 on Mullen's card, will be a walk. So Sheckard is on base. Being held by Stanage makes him a 1-13. He's not going to run. Kling is going to swing, 110. And that's a home run for Johnny Kling, the catcher. Out of the park, gone. 2 RBI home run. Cubs are up 2-0. Tigers are hurting early. Jimmy Slagle, center fielder, 1 out, top of the second. 2-8 flies out to left. That's going to bring us to Joe Tinker, shortstop. 2-5 gets a single to extend the inning. Stanage is going to put the hold on him. No, he's not. Not with 2 outs. And he's not going to steal with 2 outs. 4-6, 3-finger Brown off Mullen's card. That's a fly ball to center field. Charging in is Wahoo Sam Crawford. Makes the catch. However, the Cubbies score 2. We go to the bottom of the second. All righty. George Moriarty, third baseman, will lead off this inning, followed by first baseman Tom Jones and Oscar Stanage. Backstop extraordinaire. 3-4 for Moriarty. Hard grounder to third. That is 1 away. Easy play for Harry Steinfeld. Tom Jones, first baseman, 5'11 on Brown's card. Catcher card X. Kling is a 1 with a 15. Da-dee-da, pops it up behind the plate. Kling chases it back, smacks his mitt, throws his mask off. Ball falls into the mitt, out number 2. Oscar Stanage, catcher, facing Brown. 2-8, and that is a double. Extends the inning. Catcher is on second. Matty McIntyre is up. 1-7 hard grounder hit to third, and that's going to end it for the Tigers here in the second inning. Your score, Chicago 2, Detroit 0. We go to the top of the third inning. Back to the top of the order for the Cubbies, Johnny Evers, Frank Chance, Harry Steinfeld. In order, facing George Mullen. Johnny Evers, 4-6, fly out to center field on Mullen's card, 1 away. Frank Chance, first baseman. 3-2, grounder back to the box. Mullen scoops it up over to Tom Jones. That is 2 outs. Harry Steinfeld, 3-6. And he extends the inning with a single. His first base hit of the game. Next up, Frank Schulte lined out to first his last time up in the second inning. George Mullen with the pitch. 2-9, a single. Steinfeld at second, 2 outs, goes to 117 running, going for third, and he's thrown out at third. We'll call that a 9-5. Thrown out at third, going for it. Beautiful throw in from Davy Jones out there in the outfield, replacing Ty Cobb. Just drew a bead, one-hopped it into third. No problem at all for Moriarty. Comparatively well ahead of Frank Schulte's slide. Jim Delahanty, second baseman, leading off, bottom of the third. No injury. It's not a DH league. A grounder back to the box, though. One away. Brings up George Mullen, facing three-finger Brown. 5-8 off Brown's card as a pop-up to third. 2 outs. Donnie Bush, shortstop. 1-3 grounder to third. That will end it at 2-0 after 3 innings. Cubbies on top. Top of 4, Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder leading off, followed by Johnny Clayton, catcher, and center fielder Jimmy Slagle. 4-4 on Mullen's card. Mullen's still on the hill for the Tigers, and that's going to be a walk. Sheckard's second free pass in a row, second of the game for Mullen. Johnny Clayton, catcher. He's swinging. 312 batter in 1906. 1-7 and a single. Sheckard is at second. Sheckard is going to try to make third and does so. 116 was safe. That's an 11. Men at the corners. Top of the fourth. George Mullen bringing the infield in. And Slagle's going to lay down the bunt. Trying the squeeze. 2-4. Batter beats out bunt. Runners advance a base. Slagle. Infield single on the bunt. Kling goes to second. Sheckard scores on the sacrifice. RBI for Slagle. Look at that. Cubbies get another run on the board with the squeeze play. Joey Tinker, shortstop, men at first and second, 6-7. It's going to be a ground ball shortstop X. Bush is a 1 with a 13, and he scoops it up. He gets it to second base. Delahanty pivots, gets it to Jones at first. They double up on Slagle. And that is 2 away. Kling makes it to third. 6-4-3. Cubbies have plated a run. That brings us to three-finger Brown. 3-8 strikeout ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Your score, Chicago Cubs 3, Detroit Tigers 0. Wahoo Sam Crawford leading off for the Tigers. Second in the order, followed by Ty Cobb and Davy Jones and George Moriarty. Crawford 5-4 off Brown's card, fly ball center field X. That'll be Slagle at a 2 with a 20 is out number 1. Brings us to Davy Jones. Wonder what's in his locker. 3-2 lines out to second. 2 away, George Moriarty, third baseman. 1-10 and hits a triple to extend the inning. Shame there wasn't anyone on base when he did that. Tom Jones, first baseman, facing three-finger Brown, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Man 90 feet away from scoring. Catcher's card X on the 5-2. That'll be Kling as a 1 with a 12. Pops it up behind home plate. Johnny Kling back underneath it, throws off his mask. Second time in a row that Brown has gotten Tom Jones to foul out. This time to end the inning, no runs scored. We go back to the 5th inning in the Cubs. Johnny Evers leading off. 4-7 on Mullen's card is a single. And the hits just keep on coming. Frank Chance, first baseman. Johnny Evers is going to be held by Stanage, 1-15. Going to try to steal, and he's thrown out. Oscar Stanage has got the gun. Today he does. Turn out 2 AA base stealers. The D20 does not like Chicago. Chance, 4-5, draws a walk. Not going to try and steal this time. They are going to hold him. Takes him 1 15 safe. He's not going to try. Harry Steinfeld with the bat. 2-5 draws a walk. Men at first and second. Wildfire Frank Schulte, a 281. Here comes the hit and run. 2 fast guys on base. 11. Batter misses pitch. Roll. It's a 4. Chance is in third with a stolen base. Steinfeld, what is essentially the double steal. Men at second and third. 1 out on George Mullen. Frank Schulte, second to life. 2-11 hard grounder hit to the second baseman. He's able to check Chance at third. Delahanty over to Jones, out number 2. Long fly ball would have been really good there. Jimmy Sheckard, left fielder. 5-5. Fly ball to right field. In comes Davy Jones, makes the catch, and that's going to end the inning. High drama for the Cubs, but unable to capitalize on great scoring possibility here. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Oscar Stanage, catcher, leading off for the Tigers, followed by Matty McIntyre and Jim Delahanty. Stanage, 5-10 on Brown's card grounder, third. Steinfeld's a 2 with a 14. Scoops it up. He gets it over to Frank Chance for out number 1. Matty McIntyre at the plate, left fielder, 7th in the order. 3-8 single off Brown. B. Kling is going to put the hold on him. Not a threat to steal. 1-9 with the hold. Delahanty caught the white die. 5-7 on Brown's card will be with that 8. High on the split. Single. 1 star. Moves McIntyre to second. 1 away. George Mullen comes to the plate. Starting pitcher. Both starting pitchers still going strong. Mullen's going to lay down the bunt, and he's going to get it. Call that a 5-4 sack. Moves up McIntyre and Delahanty. 2 outs. Men at second and third. Tigers really need to get one of these guys across the plate at least. Donnie Bush swinging. 6-7 off Brown's card. Grounder to short X. Tinker is a 2 with an 11. Scoops it up. Gets it over to Frank Chance. Out number 3. No chance with Frank Chance. That's going to take us to the top of the 6th. Your score. Cubs 3-0 over the Tigers. Johnny Evers, top of the order, is not leading off because he did the last inning, and I did that again. Johnny Kling, however, catcher, is leading off. 3-5 against George Mullen. Fly out to center. 1 away. Tigers have not gotten the Cubs 1-2-3 yet in this game. Jimmy Slagle, 4-3, a strikeout. Swinging at the knee cheese. That's right, the knee cheese. Joe Tinker, 1-6, pops up to third, and there's a first time for everything. Cubbies, 1-2-3, set down in order. Bottom of the 6th, Tigers are up. Heart of their order, Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder, leading off. Davy Jones and George Moriarty to follow. Crawford, the pitch from Three-Finger Brown, 2-5, and that is a leadoff single. Crawford is an A. Kling will put the hold on him. Takes him 1-11. Davy Jones, 279. Hit and run. 3. That's nice. Single. Runners advance 2 bases. Boom, boom. George Moriarty, men at the corners, and now Brown. Feeling the pressure. Moriarty. Yeah, I keep wanting to drop that white die. It keeps wanting to go to the floor. 5-4, center field X. Slagle is a 2 with a 3. Fly ball. Jimmy Slagle gets underneath it. It lands in front of him, bounces over his head. He chases it down. Moriarty is able to get into second. How did that read? That was safe at second on an error. E. Schlegel 8. Boomity boom. Runners advance 2 bases. Crawford scores. At the moment, that is an unearned run unless another base hit happens or 2 walks. We'll revisit that in a moment. Men at second and third. Tom Jones, first baseman. Just a swinging and swinging and missing. Strikeout. That's out number 1. Oscar Stanage. 1-5. Misses a single split by 1 on the D20. Lines out to third. That is now an unearned run. 2 away. Men at second and third. Matty McIntyre is up. And he's going to pitch to McIntyre. Brown thinks he can get out of the inning, and McIntyre with a single. Scores Jones unearned run. Moriarty to third. 116, 2 outs, 118 not held. He scores unearned run. 2 RBI. 3-3 is your score. Doesn't matter how those runs got on there. Tigers took advantage of it. Jim Delahanty, second baseman. Brown looking a little more human now. 6-8 fly ball to center. That's going to end the inning and give us a chance to look and see what's really happening here. The Tigers have come back and knotted the score. Whew! 7th inning. Both pitchers are going to be leading off. And at the moment, it appears both pitchers are going to stay in the game. George Mullen, Tigers, 4-9. Grounder to, where was it? 4-9. Brown with a ground ball to second base. That's going to be 1 away. Brand new game. Johnny Evers. Al's still in the room, so this is probably going to go extra innings because I know how this works. He went, what, 19 innings last night? Al, that was a fantastic game, man. That was a great game. 2-9 with a 10 is a single for Evers, a 1-out single, his second base hit of the game. Frank Chance, first baseman. 5-7. I know it was fun for you to play. It was fun for me to listen to, too, man. That was a great game. Delahanty, X, second baseman, a 2 with a 15, and Delahanty with an error. Another one. E4. Evers gets the second, 1 out. Harry Steinfeld at the plate. George Mullen really wants to get out of this inning without giving up the runs. 110 pops up to third. 2 outs. There can be no earned runs at this point in this inning because of the error. First right fielder Frank Schulte. Mullen trying to end this. Fly ball to center field, and that's going to end the top of the 7th inning. 3-3 score. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning at the old ball game. And yes, Al, you are welcome, man. Al's got a game on last night. Lord, you're going to have to tell me who it was. I can't even remember, but it was a fantastic game. Gave up a little bit of the suspense. Really need to check it out. Red Sox, 46 Red Sox, and who, Al? I don't remember. But Al, Red Sox fan, check out his channel. Check out that game. It's a long video, but it is well worth the watch. It really is. It was a fantastic game. Back and forth, Sox and Cardinals. Check it out. A fantastic baseball game. It really was. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, George Mullen for the Tigers. 3-7 strikeout. Donnie Bush, shortstop, back to the top of the order. 2-11, grounder to second. Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder. 3, 4. Grounder back to the box, and that is going to three-finger brown. Sets the Tigers down in order. Go to the top of the 8th, and I keep putting the wrong group of cards back on top because Jimmy Sheckard is the leadoff batter for the Cubs. Put you back down a little. There we go. Here we go. George Mullins still on the hill. 2-11 grounder to second. Easy play for Delahanty over to Tom Jones. That's out number 1. Johnny Kling, catcher, takes the pitch from Mullen. 3-10 grounder to short. No problem for Donnie Bush. Over to Tom Jones for out number 2. Jimmy Schlegel, center fielder, 7th in the order. Mullins pitch, 6-9 off his own card. Hard liner hit to third. Moriarty is all over that one. And that's going to take us 1, 2, 3 down to the bottom of the 8th. 6 and 9 Cubs would sure like to get one more on the win-loss there. Tigers dropped to 8 and 9 after the first game in the Twin Bill. Would like to get that game back to 500. All righty, here we go. Davy Jones. Right field for the injured Ty Cobb. Draws a walk to start the bottom of the 8th. He is a B stealer. Not going to worry about that one. George Moriarty, 273. He's going to swing 1-4. Grounder back to the box. Brown's able to relay it to Evers. Evers over to Chance. Not in time. Moriarty legs it out. So Moriarty is on first with 1 out. Tom Jones, first baseman, facing Brown. 4-5, a single. Jones on 1-16 is going to try to get to third. Does so with a 1. Men at the corners, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th for the Tigers. Oscar Stanage, catcher, comes to the plate. What do you do? 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 Tom Jones is an ace stealer. They're going to put the hold on Tom Jones. They can't bring the infield in, though. They're going to bring the infield in. Stanage is not going to try to squeeze. 4-4 single. RBI single. Tigers take a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Tom Jones on 114 is held at second. 1 out. Men at first and second. Matty McIntyre, left fielder. 4-7 grounder to second base X. Evers is a 1 with a 9. Scoops it up. Gets it to Tinker at second. Makes the turn after getting Stanage there. Gets it over to Chance. McIntyre out in the double play. 4-6-3. Inning ending. However, Tigers take a 1-run lead as we go to the top of the 9th. Jerry Ball, welcome to the game. Yes, the Tigers have a 4-3 lead after losing the first game of the doubleheader. And here we go to the top of the 9th. And Captain Whiteout's cheering crew is now complete. Due up for the Cubs, Joe Tinker, three-finger Browns pinch hitter, and Johnny Evers. So let's get going with Tinker. 1-8, lines out hard to third. That is 1 away, and they are indeed going to pinch hit for three-finger Brown. Mordecai is not coming up to the plate. Who are they going to send in his stead? I'm seeing Sully Hoffman coming in. Good pinch hitter for the Cubs in this dead ball league. So Hoffman, pinch hitter. He is a 15 runner, a stealer. 1 away, facing George Mullen. The pitch, 3-12, draws a walk. Johnny Evers. Stanage will put the hold on Hoffman. Takes him to a 113 safe. He's going to try. He's thrown out. Ha! He is thrown out. 2 outs. Johnny Evers facing George Mullen for all the beans. 2-4 popped up high behind second base. Jim Delahanty tracks underneath it. He calls off Donnie Bush, and Davy Jones coming in from right field makes the catch. Tigers split the doubleheader. Your final score is 4-3 over the Cubs. Tigers claw back to 9-9. Cubs are now 6-10. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Indeed. 1 error. There's more than that. E4 is Delahanty. I swore there were more errors. I know there are because there was an error here. E8. I did not mark Schlegel's. Yep, 1 error each. Mullen with the complete game win, 9 innings. Brown with a complete game loss, only took 8. Al, you are welcome. You are welcome. Wondering if we might be able to get some votes. Whiteout, run. No, 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 no. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm a nut. Deal with it. All right, dear Lord, you guys are making me be a mess. Not that I needed any help. Let's go ahead and get some stats going here. Cubbies batting. Johnny Evers is 2 of 5. Caught stealing. Caught stealing, caught stealing, caught stealing. The Cubs could well have run themselves out of this game. They really could have. And those 2 stolen bases were only the result of a missed hit and run attempt by Wildfire Schulte. Didn't have a choice but to roll. They rolled a 3. Ah, horrible. Frank Chance is 1 of 3. Stolen base, caught stealing, and a walk. Harry Steinfeld is 1 of 3. Stolen base and a walk. Frank Schulte, 1 of 4. Jimmy Sheckard, 0 for 2. 2 runs scored, 2 walks. Johnny Kling is 2 of 4. Scored a run, 2 batted in. Home run, which really looked like it might hold. Oh, dear Lord, until 3 unearned runs in the 6th. And that ill-fated single by Oscar Stanage in the 8th. Tigers are able to do it. That's all there is to it. Jimmy Schlegel, 1 of 4. Run batted in. Strikeout. Joey Tinker is 1 of 4. Three-Finger Brown, 0 for 3 with a K. Sully Hoffman, no official at bats. Got a walk and was caught stealing. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Cubs, which means George Mullen, 9 hits, 3 runs, all earned, struck out 2, gave up a homer, walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a stellar performance. Stanage threw out 2 runners, threw out 3 runners. Stanage threw out 3 runners. And as you will see, he was 2 for 4 with the game-winning RBI. Oscar Stanage, the catcher. But let's see what we got here. Donnie Bush, 0 for 4. Sam Crawford, 1 of 4. Run scored. Ty Cobb, 0 for 1. Davy Jones, 1 of 2. Runs scored and a walk. George Moriarty is 1 of 4. 2 runs, a triple. Tom Jones, 1 of 4, strikeout. Oscar Stanage, 2 of 4, run batted in, the one that won the game, a double. Matty McIntyre, 2 of 4, 2 RBI in the 6th. Jim Delahanty, 1 of 3, committed an error, his 3rd of the doubleheader, yes. And George Mullen, 0 for 2, sacrifice hit and a strikeout. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits also for the Tigers, which means Brown gave up 9 hits, 4 runs, only 1 was earned, walked 1, struck out 2. Yeah, I'm thinking Oscar Stanage, catcher. Al goes with Ken and me on that. And I think that's what we're going to have right there. Oscar Stanage, player of the game. Through, down, 3 runners. Player of the game. That guy right there. That guy right there. So I want to go through here. Thank everybody that came in. Ken Castro, brother, glad you could make it. Glad you got your cards. Houston and LA. How'd that game end up? How did that game end up? Jerry Ball throws one in for Oscar as well. Jerry Ball, one of the first real supporters of this channel. It's always good when you can make it into the channel. It really is. Al Red Sox fan. Again, check his channel out. Al space Red Sox fan. Lots of sports simulations, all the major sports, some of the minor ones. A lot of his stuff centered around his beloved Red Sox. Da-dee-da-dee-da as we go up the list. I want to say hey to Bob Borwick. Thank you very much for coming in. Man, it was fantastic having you here this evening. It really was, Bob. And yeah, I like you. I'm just vaguely fond of the others. Max Cornelius in early. If you're still here, brother, it was good to see you. Glad you could make it. Good as always having you in the chat. And I think that pretty much has it covered. Not a huge turnout in the chat, but, you know, it doesn't have to be. Al Red Sox fan. I love the Red Sox. It's a disease I have. I understand coming to you from a Cleveland Browns fan. Geez. So, guys, it's after 11 here. I got to go to work in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this, I believe, your final score, game 2. 1909 Detroit Tigers 4, 1906 Chicago Cubs 3. Yeah, my disease is definitely worse, Al. I mean, you know, I like the Red Sox a good bit as well. I admire them from when I was younger. It's quality, not quantity. Yeah. No, I'll tell you what. We had a perfect record this year. Ain't nobody going to beat that except maybe the Lions in 2008. But we were the second to do it. Oh, man. No, I appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, Ken. I mean, did you finish that game up? What was the score? Where are we at there, man? I know it was Kershaw and Keuchel you had going. Come on, Ken. Talk to me. Playing the game now, Jerry. Very well. We would like an update when next we meet, Ken. Definitely. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Guys, this is Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Keep on rolling. Take care of yourselves.